नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने ही चैनल kfcs और स्पोर्ट्स बेट पर। गाइस आज का मैच एक ऐसा मैच था, अगर आपने ये नहीं देखा ना, तो आप क्रिकेट फैन नहीं है, आपने क्रिकेट नहीं देखी। मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ ऐसा, क्योंकि आज जो मैक्सवेल गेम खेल गए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम जमीन पे लेटी हुई थी 91 फॉर 7 और आप उस टारगेट को 292 तक पहुंचाते हैं। 292 के चेज में अगर एक बल्लेबाज 201 रन बनाए, वो भी एक टांग पे, मैं समझता हूँ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इनिंग्स। अगर मैं बात करूँ, आप 1983 की मूवी देखी होगी, बहुत लोगों ने देखी उस मूवी को। तो उस मूवी में हमने 175 रन देखे, क्योंकि पुराने जमाने में लोग बात करते कपिल देव की 175 ग्रेटेस्ट, 17 पे 6 था टीम इंडिया। हमने वो इनिंग्स नहीं देखी उस टाइम, खैर मैं पैदा भी नहीं हुआ था। तो अब आप उस इनिंग्स के बाद अगर कोई ग्रेटेस्ट इनिंग हो सकती है वर्ल्ड कप में, ओडीआई में चेज करते हुए, मैं समझता हूँ ये है वो बेस्ट इनिंग्स। आज मैक्सवेल ने सिर्फ रन नहीं बनाए, एक विकेट भी चटकाया, शानदार कैच भी लिया। तो इसे कहते हैं ऑलराउंडर, और भारतीय टीम को ऐसे ऑलराउंडर की खोज है। हम आज जरूर डोमिनेट कर रहे हैं, पर रियलिटी तो ये है, जब हार्दिक पांड्या नहीं होते हमारे पास, तो हमें एक चेंज नहीं, हमें दो चेंज करने पड़ते हैं। हमें बल्लेबाज के साथ साथ एक गेंदबाज भी ढूंढना पड़ता है। तो आज वो मोहम्मद शमी का इम्पैक्ट है, जो कि आज हम अनबिटन है वर्ल्ड कप में। लेकिन अगर रियलिटी की बात करें, तो इंडियन टीम ने बैट्समैन और बॉलर्स तो बहुत है, लेकिन क्वालिटी ऑलराउंडर की जरूरत है। और वो क्वालिटी ऑलराउंडर वाली इनिंग्स जो है आज मैक्सवेल ने खेली है। बात करेंगे अगर इस मैक्सवेल की, तो आज ये वीडियो पूरा बात करते रहेंगे हम मैक्सवेल के बारे में। जितनी बात करें वो कम है, क्योंकि ये इनिंग्स, मैक्सवेल की इनिंग्स, मैं कहूँगा कपिल देव की इनिंग्स से भी ऊपर है। क्योंकि ऐसे सिचुएशन में जब आप चल नहीं पा रहे हैं, आप गिर जाते हैं अचानक से। मैं मैच देख रहा था, वहां पे जब गिरे थे मैक्सवेल, मेरे को लग रहा था यार अब ये बंदा पता नहीं उठेगा नहीं उठेगा, फिर भी फिजियो ने कैसे भी टेबलेट खिला के, थोड़ा बहुत वार्म अप करा के उठाया उसे, और वो बंदा मैदान में जाने के लिए, मैदान से बाहर जाने के लिए रेडी नहीं हुआ। इतना जज्बा था उस खिलाड़ी में। क्या जबरदस्त इनिंग, सैल्यूट है इस प्लेयर को। ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम 91 पे 7, और वहां से अगर आप 292 रन चेज करा देते हैं, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आप एक वॉरियर हो बॉस। और ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम ने बताया कि वो टीम कितना अच्छा क्रिकेट खेल रही है, इसीलिए उनके पास 5 वर्ल्ड कप है। 5 वर्ल्ड कप के साथ साथ 5 वर्ल्ड कप क्या, टोटल 28 वर्ल्ड कप है उनके पास। 28 आईसीसी की ट्रॉफीज है। ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम क्यों डोमिनेट करती है, ये एग्जाम्पल आज दिखाया मैक्सवेल ने। सारी दुनिया, सब लोग यही सोच के बैठे थे यार आप तो 7 आउट हो गए, अब नहीं जीतेगा ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया का कोई चांस नहीं, कोई चांस नहीं। लेकिन ग्लेन मैक्सवेल, उन्होंने क्या जबरदस्त पारी खेली यार, मजा आ गया। ऐसी इनिंग्स दशकों में एक बार होती है। हो सकता है मैक्सवेल ये इनिंग्स दोबारा ना खेल पाए, लेकिन जो इनिंग्स उन्होंने खेली है दर्द में, अगर वो खुद अपनी हाईलाइट दिखेंगे, तो वो खुद भी इतना अपने आप में प्राउड फील करेंगे कि मैंने टीम को जिताया। और ये जीत सिर्फ ऑस्ट्रेलिया के काम नहीं आई, बल्कि इस जीत ने न्यूजीलैंड और पाकिस्तान की बहुत बड़ी हेल्प की। वो कैसे, अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ये मैच हार जाती, तो अफगानिस्तान की टीम भी रेस में आ जाती क्वालिफिकेशन के, फिर उस केस में 12 पॉइंट की आवश्यकता होती, तीसरे और चौथे पोजीशन खुल जाता। आज ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने इस मैच को जीता, इससे थर्ड पोजीशन जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने बर्थ कंफर्म कर ली, और तीसरी टीम ऑफिशियली क्वालिफाइड हो चुकी है सेमीफाइनल के लिए। अब न्यूजीलैंड या पाकिस्तान में से कोई एक ही जा सकता है। बात करें एक और टीम है नेदरलैंड, लेकिन नेदरलैंड के आउटसाइड ही कुछ परसेंट चांस है, जिसके चांस मेरे को लग रहा है कल खत्म कर देगी इंग्लैंड की टीम। कल के बारे में जरूर बात करेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले आज बात करें इस रिकॉर्डेड मैच की, मैक्सवेल की नहीं, साथ में इब्राहिम जादरान की भी बात करेंगे, क्योंकि अफगानिस्तान के लिए वर्ल्ड कप में पहली बार शतक लगाया इस खिलाड़ी ने, और वो भी इस ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम के खिलाफ। तो इब्राहिम जादरान की बात कर लेते हैं, फिर मैक्सवेल की तो बात चलती रहेगी, क्योंकि यार इस खिलाड़ी के बारे में जितना बोलो वो कम है। मैक्सवेल ने आज दिल जीत लिया सही में। जो भी क्रिकेट फैंस होंगे उन्होंने देखा होगा इस मैच को, यार बहुत मज़ेदार मैच है, और इतना ज़बरदस्त मैच। शायद ही कभी देखने को मिलता है। ये वर्ल्ड कप कुछ खास है, इस वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत ज़बरदस्त चीज़ें हो रही है। अ, कहते हैं ना कुदरत का निज़ाम, बिल्कुल यार ये कुदरत के निज़ाम पे अब मैं भी बिलीव होने लग गया यार। क्या किस्मत है यार पाकिस्तान टीम की कि मतलब हारा हुआ मैच भी कोई टीम जीत सकती है। मतलब इस तरीके से 91 फॉर 7 से अगर आप 293 फॉर 7 हो जाओ तो यार बहुत जबरदस्त इनिंग्स थी यार। क्या शॉट मारे उस प्लेयर ने, सिर्फ ऑफ साइड लॉग ऑन पे नहीं बल्कि बैक साइड में भी। यार बैक साइड में किस तरह से कोई छक्का मार सकता है जिसका पैर जख्मी हो? यार पैर तो ठीक होना बहुत जरूरी होता है, या सिर्फ ताकत, जो उसकी ताकत थी अपनी ताकत पे खेल रहा था वो खिलाड़ी। और उनके साथ उनका नाम लेना पड़ेगा, पैट कमिंस उनका कैप्टन था जिन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट किया मैक्सवेल को। ऊट-पटांग शॉट्स नहीं खेले, अगर वो ऊट-पटांग शॉट्स खेलते तो लगता कि यार ये क्या हो गया, ये तो हो ही नहीं पाएगा चेज़। क्योंकि अगर एक साइड से सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है ना तो बड़ी इनिंग्स कभी नहीं आती। अगर हम इतिहास की बात करेंगे तो 264 रन बनाए रोहित शर्मा ने। तो उस टाइम बहुत सारे लोग रोहित शर्मा का नाम लेंगे, लेकिन आप ये मत भूलिए कि उनके साथ एंकर में खड़े थे रॉबिन उथप्पा, जो उनके साथ खड़े थे, आराम से इनिंग्स को फेस कर रहे थे और साथ में उनको लाइसेंस दे रखा था कि आप चलिए आप उठा के मारिए। तो अ, क्रिकेट एक टीम गेम है और वहाँ पर जब 2 खिलाड़ी मिल के खेलते हैं तभी कुछ पॉसिबल होता है। माइलस्टोन अकेले नहीं बनते, माइलस्टोन बनाने वाले एक माइलस्टोन बनाता है तो दूसरा उसे सपोर्ट करता था। वो सपोर्टिंग रोल में थे आज कमिंस, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त। और कमिंस ने आज सही में कैप्टन स्पिरिट दिखाया। आज आराम से खेलते रहे, एक चौका लगाया और उन्होंने आराम से खेल के पूरा मैक्सवेल को सपोर्ट किया। जब जब जरूरत थी उन्होंने बॉल को फेस किया। जब उन्होंने देखा कि मैक्सवेल थोड़े चोटिल है तो मैक्सवेल को पूरा सपोर्ट किया, सबसे बड़ी चीज़। अब और एज अ कैप्टन इतना तगड़ा सपोर्ट मिलने की वजह से ये चीज़ मुमकिन हुआ। और मैक्सवेल का तो क्या कहना, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त मैच। और बिल्कुल बहुत मज़ेदार मैच था ये। और यार बहुत मज़ा आया सही में। बहुत लोगों ने राइट ऑफ किया इस टीम को, यार ये टीम नहीं जीत रही अब तो यार, 7 विकेट के बाद कौन जीतता है यार, ये मजाक है। लेकिन मजाक मजाक में ही ये मैच जिता दिया मैक्सवेल ने, कमाल कर दिया यार। क्या मैच जिताया मैक्सवेल ने। चलिए उससे पहले हम थोड़ा बात कर लेते हैं इब्राहिम जादरान की। इब्राहिम जादरान ये शतक इस बहुत ही स्पेशल है इब्राहिम जादरान के लिए। ये सिर्फ इसलिए स्पेशल नहीं है कि पहली बार वर्ल्ड कप में शतक आया, स्पेशल इसलिए कि आप 5 टाइम्स चैंपियन के अगेंस्ट आपने इतनी शानदार बल्लेबाजी की। अगर आपको स्कोर कार्ड अगर मैं बताऊं तो यार इस पूरे स्कोर कार्ड में अगर मैं दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको एक बार, आपको उस इनिंग्स के भी पता लगेगा कि यार कितना जबरदस्त ये इनिंग्स था। मैं आपको इनिंग्स दिखाता हूँ ये। आप जब स्कोर कार्ड देखेंगे तब आपको लगेगा कि यार क्या ज़बरदस्त आज ये रिकॉर्डेड मैच था। जी, देखिए अगर मैं इस स्कोर कार्ड को देखता हूँ, रमनुल्लाह गुरबाज 21 रन, रहमत शाह 30, 26, 22 रन उमर जाई, नबी ने 12 रन, राशिद खान 18 गेंदों में 35 और उनके साथ 129 नॉट आउट। नॉट आउट गए इब्राहिम जादरान 143 बॉल्स में। और टीम की ऐसी हालत आ गई थी एक वक्त पे, लग रहा था 250 रन भी नहीं बनेंगे। जिस तरह से ये रन्स बनाए गए हैं यार, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त रन्स। और ऐसा मैच यार बहुत ज़बरदस्त। और जब फर्स्ट इनिंग स्टार्ट हुई थी तो सोच रहे थे यार ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम को अपने पहली बॉलिंग दे दी, कितने रन बनाएगा अफगानिस्तान पता नहीं, अपसेट भी हो सकता है। तो जिस तरह से बैटिंग की इब्राहिम चादरा ने और राशिद खान का फिनिश, 292 का स्कोर एक चेजेबल, आप कह सकते हैं कि एक ऐसा टोटल बन गया था जिसमें लोग सोच रहे थे यार आज अपसेट तो नहीं हो जाएगा, और अपसेट की दहलीज पे आ गया ये मैच 91 फॉर 7। और आपको मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया का भी स्कोर कार्ड दिखा देता हूँ जहाँ पे लोग डबल डिजिट नहीं पहुंचे, ये प्लेयर ने डबल सेंचुरी मार दी। जहाँ डबल डिजिट नहीं हुई। ऑस्ट्रेलिया की इनिंग्स अगर मैं आपको दिखाऊं, ये देखिए 18 रन डेविड वार्नर, ट्रेविस हेड गोल्डन डक, 24 मार्श, 14 लबुशेन, और ये देखिए जॉस इंग्लिश भी 0, मार्कस टॉइनिस 6, स्टार्क 3, और देखिए 12 पे नॉट आउट गए कमिंस। 68 बॉल्स में आप पैट कमिंस का पेशेंस भी आप देखिए कितना पेशेंटली खेले। अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशन कहते हैं सेंसिबल क्रिकेट की अगर मैं बात करूं तो सेंसिबल क्रिकेट थी। दोनों के एंड से पैट कमिंस का सपोर्ट था, क्योंकि उन्होंने ये इंश्योर किया कि विकेट नहीं जाने दी, पूरा आराम से प्लानिंग करके मैक्सवेल को वो लिबर्टी दी, वो लाइसेंस दिया कि जाइए अब आप अटैक करिए। और जिस तरह से अटैकिंग क्रिकेट खेला वो बहुत ही जबरदस्त इनिंग्स, और मैं कहता हूँ कि ये वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट इनिंग्स है। चेज करते हुए 200 रन बनाना छोटी बात नहीं होती, और वो भी सिंगल हैंडेडली एक ऐसे टाइम पर जब आपके चलने के भी हालात नहीं, आप खड़े नहीं हो पा रहे प्रॉपर तरीके से। तो ऐसे टाइम पे मैं समझता हूँ ये बहुत ही जबरदस्त इनिंग्स है, और ऐसी इनिंग्स जो है लाइफ में एक बार आती है। इतिहास बना दिया है मैक्सवेल ने इस इनिंग्स को खेल के, ये बताया है कि अगर आप चाहें तो क्या नहीं हो सकता। जब तक आपने मन से हार नहीं मानी है तब तक आप हार नहीं सकते, चाहे दुनिया कुछ भी कहते रहे। ये एक लेसन दिया आज मैक्सवेल ने, यार क्या जबरदस्त इनिंग्स खेली है। और ऐसी इनिंग्स जो है वो नॉट ओनली ऑस्ट्रेलिया बल्कि और बड़ी टीम्स के लिए भी मोटिवेशन है, वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट के लिए मोटिवेशन है कि यार आप किसी भी सिचुएशन में हो, अगर आपके अंदर काबिलियत है आप अपनी स्किल का यूज करके भी आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, आप स्वयं को चेज करा सकते हैं। ऐसी इनिंग्स, इस इनिंग्स की अगर मैं बात करूँ, इस इनिंग्स से सिग्निफिकेंस की, इस इनिंग्स से आप ये कह सकते हैं कि ओडीआई के एक्सिस्टेंस पे बहुत लोग सवाल कर रहे थे, सोच रहे थे यार ओडीआई मैचेस बहुत कम होते हैं। तो यार अगर आपको ओडीआई की सिग्निफिकेंस जानना है तो इस वर्ल्ड कप के हाइलाइट्स देख लीजिएगा। जब वर्ल्ड कप एंड हो जाएगा आप वर्ल्ड कप के हाइलाइट्स देख लीजिएगा, आपको पता लग जाएगा कि इस वर्ल्ड कप में क्या हुआ है और ओडीआई कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। ओडीआई टेस्ट और टी20 के अपना अपना सिग्निफिकेंस है गाइज। आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, पहले भी मैंने एक वीडियो किया था जिसमें एक बहुत बढ़िया डिस्कशन हुआ था मेरा, जिसमें हमने एग्जिस्टेंस के बारे में बातचीत की कि क्या कैसे एग्जिस्ट करता है। तो मैंने एक चीज़ बोली थी आपको, आई थिंक आपको याद भी होगा जिन लोगों ने ये वीडियो को देखा होगा। अभी भी आप मेरे चैनल पे विजिट करेंगे तो आप वो वीडियो देख सकते हैं कि ओडीआई एक ऐसा फॉर्मेट है जहाँ पे आप टेस्ट भी खेल सकते हैं, जहाँ पे आप टी20 भी खेल सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशन। आज हमने ये देखा 91 फॉर 7 हो गया था, ठीक है। पैट कमिंस आपके टेस्ट मैच की तरह खेल रहे थे, वही मैक्सवेल जो थे धुआंधार टी20 खेल रहे थे। तो आपके पास देखिए ओडीआई में ही दो एग्जांपल्स थे, और दोनों की इनिंग्स इम्पैक्टफुल थी, अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशन थी, सेंसिबल क्रिकेट था सामने। आप देखिए वो एक ऐसा सिचुएशन था, अगर वहां पे पैट कमिंस आउट हो जाते तो मैं समझता हूँ मैक्सवेल एक ऊट पटांग शॉट खेलकर आउट हो जाते। मैक्सवेल के कैचेस छूटे, आप मैक्सवेल की किस्मत देखिए, नूर अहमद की वो बॉल विकेट के ऊपर से निकल गई। यार स्पिनर की बॉल कभी विकेट के ऊपर से जाती है? बहुत रेयरेस्ट केस में जाती है। अगर मैं 100 में से बात करूं तो 5% चांस होता है जो बॉल क्रॉस कर जाए एलबीडब्ल्यू में, वो क्रॉस कर गया मैक्सवेल का आज दिन था। और उस बंदे ने जो आज इनिंग्स खेली यार बहुत ही जबरदस्त, यार इतनी जबरदस्त इनिंग्स यार कभी मेरे को नहीं लगता कि कभी ऐसी इनिंग्स मैंने कभी देखी है। मेरे लिए तो यार ये फर्स्ट टाइम एक ऐसी इनिंग्स है, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट इनिंग्स। और मैं तो यही कहूंगा, देखिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने बताया कि यार ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम खतरनाक क्यों है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोगों ने राइट ऑफ कर दिया इस टीम को जब दो हार हुई थी बैक टू बैक, अफ्रीका और इंडिया ने और अफ्रीका ने जिस तरह से हराया था। सब लोगों ने कहा यार ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम ना मजा नहीं आ रहा यार, बिल्कुल भी मजा नहीं आ रहा। और अरे ये इनका वर्ल्ड कप खत्म हो गया यार, ये वर्ल्ड कप में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, कैसे खेल रही है। इस टीम ने बैक टू बैक 6 मैचेस जीते हैं और क्वालिफाई किया है। तो आप ये समझिए कि क्या जबरदस्त ये टीम है, क्या ऑलराउंडर्स इनके हैं। और ऐसे ऑलराउंडर की ना जरूरत है भारतीय टीम को, क्योंकि जब भी हम देखते हैं इस वर्ल्ड कप में हमने देखा हार्दिक पांड्या के जाते ही हमें दो चेंजेस करने पड़े, हमें सूर्या को बुलाना पड़ा और शमी को बुलाना पड़ा। आप समझिए हार्दिक पांड्या एक बार में दो प्लेयर्स का काम कर रहे थे। एक प्लेयर चोटिल होता है, वर्ल्ड कप से बाहर होता है, हमें दो चेंजेस करने पड़ते हैं। तो ये सिचुएशन है इंडियन टीम की भी। इंडियन टीम आज डोमिनेट कर रही है क्योंकि हमारे बॉलिंग बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त है। बैटिंग का तो ऊपर से हमारे टॉप 3 जिसमें रोहित और कोहली हर मैच में कोई ना कोई एक बंदा 80 प्लस रन बना रहा है, इसीलिए इतना ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ रही है। और अफ्रीका ने भी घुटने टेक दिए, इस वजह से हम अभी चैंपियन दिखाई दे रहे हैं। लेकिन रियलिटी तो यही है कि ऑलराउंडर की कमी है और हार्दिक पांड्या जैसा ऑलराउंडर हमने अभी तक बनाया नहीं। हार्दिक पांड्या को रिप्लेस करना बड़ा मुश्किल है, तो आई थिंक इंडियन टीम को भी उस साइड से भी सोचना चाहिए कि ऐसी सिचुएशन हमारी भी हो तो हमें भी एक ऐसे प्लेयर्स बनाने होंगे। शार्दुल ठाकुर हालांकि उनको काफ़ी चांसेस दे रही है टीम इंडिया, लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है कि और प्लेयर्स हमें चाहिए जो इस तरह से चांसेस दिए जाएं और वो अपने टैलेंट से टैलेंट दिखाए क्रीज पे आके और ऐसी सिचुएशन में जो मैचेस जिताए। तो मैं समझता हूँ इंडियन टीम जो है काफ़ी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है ऐसे प्लेयर्स की जो कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास है। ये देखिए ग्लेन मैक्सवेल ने आज बहुत ज़बरदस्त इनिंग्स खेली। जितना हमें डिस्कस करें उस मैक्सवेल के बारे में, यार उसका क्या ज़बरदस्त इनिंग्स खेली यार, मज़ा आ गया आज। और इब्राहिम जादरान ने बहुत बढ़िया शतक लगाया। और अफ़गानिस्तान की टीम ज़रूर सोच रही होगी कि काश वो कैच पकड़ लेता। मुजीबुर रहमान, उनके लिए आज दिन बहुत ही बेकार रहा। कैच छोड़ा आपने यार, सोच रहे होंगे कि काश वो कैच मैंने पकड़ लिया होता तो शायद अफ़गानिस्तान अब तक जीत जाती, मैच जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाता, लेकिन ऐसा हुआ नहीं। तो वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इनिंग्स और ऐसी इनिंग्स बहुत कम देखने को मिलती है। तो गाइस इसके हाइलाइट्स आई होप आप लोग देख रहे होंगे। यार ग्रेटेस्ट इनिंग्स की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो यार ये वीक ही बहुत ही ग्रेटेस्ट चल रहा है, क्या ज़बरदस्त। और जिस तरह से पाकिस्तान की टीम को राइट ऑफ किया गया कि सेमीफाइनल में मेरे को लग नहीं रही ये टीम जा पाएगी, लेकिन बिल्कुल का पाकिस्तान ने एक वर्ड दिया, कुदरत का निज़ाम। यार सही में मतलब इतना ज़बरदस्त किस्मत किसकी हो सकती है, वो पाकिस्तान ने सच में यार बिलीव हो रहा है यार, किस्मत क्या गजब है इनकी। मतलब आप सोचो कल बांग्लादेश ने श्रीलंका को हरा दिया, आज ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने हारा हुआ मैच जीत लिया। तो यार हो सकता है, क्रिकेट में कुछ भी हो सकता है, क्रिकेट एक फनी गेम है, ये सिद्ध होता है। और इस इनिंग्स के बारे में और बात करूं मैं तो 1987 के बाद 8वें विकेट की जो रिकॉर्ड तोड़ साझेदारी हुई है, ये 1987 के बाद हुई है और वो रिकॉर्ड टूट चुका है। 200 रन की साझेदारी है, प्रॉपर 200 रन की साझेदारी। इससे पहले 1987 में ये साझेदारी हुई थी 160 रन की 8th विकेट के लिए। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा रिकॉर्ड बुक्स की अगर मैं बात करूँ आज की, मैक्सवेल का ये डेब्यू पहला डबल 100 है, वो भी चेज करते हुए मैक्सवेल का अगेंस्ट अफगानिस्तान, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम से हाईएस्ट स्कोर जो कि मैक्सवेल ने बनाया 201। उन्होंने अपने ही प्लेयर डेविड वार्नर जिन्होंने 178 बनाया था 2015 में अगेंस्ट अफगानिस्तान, जिसमें सबसे बड़ी जीत हुई थी, चेज करते हुए मैक्सवेल ने वो भी रिकॉर्ड अपने नाम किया। तो मैक्सवेल ने इस इनिंग्स से नॉट ओनली ओडीआई क्रिकेट को बचाया है बल्कि कई सारे रिकॉर्ड्स अपने नाम किए। मैक्सवेल की ये जबरदस्त इनिंग्स जिसको दुनिया सालों साल तक याद करेगी। जब भी ये वर्ल्ड कप याद किया जाएगा 2023 का, मैक्सवेल को याद किया जाएगा। मैक्सवेल ने इसी वर्ल्ड कप में 40 गेंदों में शतक लगाया जो कि एक रिकॉर्ड है, और चेज करते हुए डबल सेंचुरी मारी, ये भी एक रिकॉर्ड है। इस वर्ल्ड कप में वो सब कुछ हो रहा है जिसकी ज़रूरत थी, और ओडीआई के लिए तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरत थी। तो ओडीआई के एग्जिस्टेंस के लिए ये वर्ल्ड कप बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त है और मैं समझता हूँ कि यार इससे बेहतरीन वर्ल्ड कप नहीं हो सकता, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त। और चलिए अब बात कर लेते हैं कल के मैच की। कल जो मैच होने वाला है, आज जिस तरह से ऑस्ट्रेलिया इस मैच को जीता है तो नीदरलैंड के लिए जो भी आउटसाइड चांसेस हैं वो और कम हो चुके हैं। आप कह सकते हैं कि अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता, नीदरलैंड अब नहीं जा सकती है। बट यस, नीदरलैंड और इंग्लैंड ये टीम जो है अपने चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के स्पॉट्स के लिए ज़रूर लड़ेगी जब कल मैचेस होंगे। तो उसके बारे में थोड़ी बातचीत कर लेते हैं। कल का मैच कहाँ पर है, क्या है पिच रिपोर्ट, किस टाइप की पिच रहती है और कौन से प्लेयर्स मुझे लगता है कौन परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, इसके बारे में बात करते हैं। इंग्लैंड वर्सेस नीदरलैंड कल जो मैच होने वाला है, ये मैच होगा, मैं बता देता हूँ आपको कहाँ पे होने वाला है। ये मैच होगा कल पुणे में। पुणे की विकेट ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है, जैसे कि वानखेड़े की विकेट होती है, सेम टू सेम, उसमें कोई ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी स्पिनर के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है। अगर आज के मैं मैच की बात करूँ आपसे, तो कितने विकेट स्पिनर्स ने चटकाए, कितने विकेट फास्ट बॉलर्स ने, तो मैं आपको नंबर्स बता देता हूँ। स्पिनर्स ने विकेट्स चटकाए हैं आज 4 विकेट चटकाया आज स्पिनर्स ने, और टोटल विकेट्स गिरी है 12। 12 में से 4 विकेट स्पिनर्स को मिली है और 8 विकेट फास्ट बॉलर्स ने ली है। उस 4 विकेट में 1 जैम्पा, 1 मैक्सवेल और 2 विकेट राशिद खान को मिले। बाकी सारे के सारे विकेट फास्ट बॉलर्स ने चटकाए। तो ऐसी पिचेस में स्पिनर्स का जब रोल नहीं होता है तो बड़े मैचेस देखने को मिलते हैं, बड़ा स्कोर देखने को मिलता है। तो कल का गेम इंग्लैंड वर्सेस नीदरलैंड, अगेन अब नीदरलैंड की टीम अगर इंटेंट दिखाती है, तो मैं समझता हूँ यार, इंटेंट अगर दिखाएगी तो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त मैच होगा। तो देखिए, अब हम बात कर रहे थे लेकिन अब आ गए हमारे चैनल के सुपर हीरो। ओके, हेलो राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, hi Kunal, how are you? Yeah.
Yeah, so yesterday I am talking that KFCS is nothing without Rahul Iyer discussion. So again, Rahul Iyer is coming for a big event, big discussion. Rahul, I think when I see the match, I saw the dream. I think this is a dream knock that Maxwell had played. So give few words for Maxwell. I know we will discuss each and everything for Maxwell that is not worth it. Means if I say for Maxwell, we if we try to write a book on 2023 World Cup, a Maxwell innings will take almost 10 to 12 pages.
Probably it will. I think this is the definitely, arguably one of the best World Cup knocks of all time, if not the best. I
Yeah,
mean, what a knock to play. I've not really seen anything like it, to be frank. 91 for 7, chasing a target of 292, and Maxwell pretty much scored all of those runs. He
yeah.
literally scored almost all of those runs. Pat Cummins didn't do much. He just stayed at the crease. He was there for a moral support. He was as good as a spectator.
Yeah, of course. But Rahul, whenever we see the greatest knock milestone is always because of moral support also, because when you have no
Yes.
moral support you can't play as a single player, because in the cricket you need a two players to make a good innings to win a match. At least two players should perform in the ground. So if we talk about Rohit Sharma 264, I remember the name Robin Uthappa, who was playing a supporting role and give the license that you can go. So I think Pat Cummins have done, first time in this World Cup he has done his captaincy. Great captaincy from Pat Cummins. He hold himself. He knew that Maxwell is injured. He tried to face the ball only one boundary. He rotate the strike whenever needed. He tries to put Rashid Khan out of the Maxwell way. Means if Rashid Khan get more balls to Maxwell, match can go any way. But what a super hit, I will say, for Maxwell also, and I will say for Pat Cummins. He is supported very well to this Maxwell. But Rahul, actually, you are with me when we have discussed about existence of ODI, existence of Test match, and T20, and we commonly said the one thing that in ODI we can play as a Test match, we can play as a T20, both type of innings you can play. That is the only format. Each and everyone saying that I think ODI will be the end. If anyone say that ODI will be the end, I will say that watch the highlights of each and every game of 2023 World Cup. This will tells you the existence of this ODI format. Today we see the test match also, we see the T20 in the same time.
Yes, absolutely. In one partnership, Test match and T20 in one partnership. Let's put it that way. I mean, absolutely incredible innings. Definitely, this is one of the best matches of the World Cup. Unfortunately, it didn't have that last over finish or anything, but you can't call it a one sided game because
Yeah,
Maxwell had to win this all on his own. Had Maxwell gotten out even with the 15 or 20 runs to go, it was still anyone's game. Unfortunately, Afghanistan never got that breakthrough they needed to, get to the end and put in the finishing touches. And I have to say, disappointing from Mujibur Rahman. First of all, he dropped the catch of Glenn Maxwell. That too, I think at 100 for 7 or something, which would have pretty much ended the game. The game was over right there had Mujibur Rahman made that catch. Then with the, I think, 26 or 20 runs to win or something, Mujibur Rahman had a chance to redeem himself, bowling to Maxwell himself, and tried to get Afghanistan back in the game, but he messed up there too and completely lost it for Afghanistan in 1 over. The dropped catch plus that final over of the game.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome, Krishna. How are you? Hello, Krishna. Hello, Krishna. Can you hear me? Krishna, can you hear me? Hello, Krishna. Can you hear me? It's okay. Okay. When you will come, let's see. Okay. So, Rahul, if we say that why Australia have 5 trophies means as many as they have 28, including men and women, they have total 28 ICC trophies so far. So I think you have also see the movie of 1983. At that time, we are not alive when we have not born. At that time, when Kapil Dev played a innings of 175 against Zimbabwe, that was 1983. But I think this was one of the best because
Very.
you can't stand in front of the pitch and you are playing like that. Yeah, it is a very not a big thing for me. I am playing, I can hit sixes anywhere anytime. Tell me, Rahul, any shot that Maxwell have missed in this match, any single shot in cricket?
Mm, I can't say he missed much in this match. He didn't set a foot wrong. After that dropped catch, I think that dropped catch really, you could say, was the turning point of the match because from
Yeah, it
there,
is
Glenn
all about
Maxwell got
experience.
confidence.
Yeah, it was all about inexperienced team. People are, what people, other people are talking that if this experienced team, Maxwell can't make a big match, means like a big innings. But I don't think that any team is small and big. If Afghanistan win it, then all are saying that Afghanistan is coming to semi-final. Afghanistan is champion. You will take, so you will say this thing. But when Australia chase it, you are saying that this is not experienced thing. This is not fair. I think so. You have to say that this was one of the best innings that never came every day. You can't watch it every day. Okay, hello Krishna.
Oh,
I think
yeah. So I think Afghanistan showed their inexperience during this partnership because they knew Glenn Maxwell was not able to run. He was not able to take a single. Yet, what they could have done is they should have tried bowling some wide Yorkers or wide deliveries, make Glenn Maxwell reach. Maxwell wouldn't have been able to reach for many of those balls, but they were constantly bowling right in his arc, like trying to bowl half volleys or bowl on his pads, uh, shots which he can hit. And then another thing is they didn't set attacking fields during that partnership. They were trying to be defensive. Probably either they got complacent or they were hoping that Glenn Maxwell he will play one false shot and he will lose his wicket. They were hoping for that, but they were not proactive during this partnership. They didn't. I don't think I ever saw during this partnership one time where they brought the fields in, especially when they knew that Maxwell and Cummins were not able going to run singles because of Maxwell's cramps. But they never tried to cut off the singles, bring fielders in, and try to make Maxwell play a false shot, like tell him go over the top, hit over the fielders. They never tried to do any of those. They were not bowling wicket taking deliveries. Even when Pat Cummins on strike, they were not setting attacking fields, trying to bowl wicket taking deliveries. So I think they showed their inexperience a little bit, and also a very defensive bowling mindset. They thought that they, I think it's a little bit of complacency. They probably thought that they have the match in the bag and they will eventually get the wickets, um, hoping that Maxwell or Cummins will try to play a false shot by going for the boundaries, but that never happened. That never came.
Yeah. Okay. So Krishna, can you hear me? Krishna, can you hear me? Okay, I think some issues in their network. Okay, so Krishna, if I say this is the one of the greatest inning while chasing, can you agree with the statement? This is one of the greatest inning while chasing in ODI World Cup or ODI history.
Yes, yes, his absolute greatest innings when Australia won 93 for 7. After that, nobody thought Australia would have won the game, but uh, Maxwell and Cummings both stood up for Australia and changed the total, especially Glenn Maxwell. The spinners of Afghanistan started hitting for boundaries and sixes, and Afghanistan bowlers had no clue how to stop these runs from Maxwell. So, but they could have taken Pat Cummins out. He was very defensive cricket. He was not scoring that much boundaries, but you should have target if Maxwell is going for hitting boundaries and sixes. You should have target Pat Cummins. You should have not target Maxwell. Take him out. So you should have target. And if Cummins went, then Zampa would have come bats very well in the last match also against England. He played a good cameo, but in this pressure situation, they should have target Cummins. Then Zampa would have come. A new batter will create more pressure on Maxwell then. So I feel they missed a trick, and they were only bowling spinners to Maxwell. Maxwell is a good player of spin. I know he struggled in the past few matches in this World Cup against spin, but uh, he's one of the best players of spin, especially in this one day pitch. He's a best player of spin. So I don't know why they bowled many spinners to. I don't know why they bowled spinners to Maxwell. They should have targeted Umad Zai. Umad Zai took 5 overs. They should have given him in the 5 or 30th over. He should have given to pacers, not spinners, because Maxwell plays very good spin.
Yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, we will talk about the playing 11 of Afghanistan also. Start from Rahul. Rahul, tell me, you are playing in Wankhede. Is there any sense of picking four spinners in a single match? I think it's better you are coming with Fazalak Faruqi, one more fast bowler. That will really helpful for them.
Yes, absolutely. They missed two fast bowlers. Of course, Azmatullah Omarzai, he filled in the role very well. He got two wickets up front. But unfortunately, when Maxwell was having that partnership and you knew that he was taking the game away, you were just three wickets away, I feel they used too much of spin, relied too much on spin to try and get the remaining wickets. But they should have played the matchup cleverly, tried to bring in the pace bowlers, have keep Mitchell Stark, sorry, not Mitchell Stark, keep Pat Cummins on strike and try to bowl Yorkers at him, get him out, and maybe keep Maxwell off of strike. And if you can't get Maxwell out, keep him off of strike at least, and try to target the tailenders, bowl at the tailenders, get one or two wickets. Maybe Maxwell himself will crack under pressure and give his wicket away, but they didn't attack enough after getting the seven wickets, because they thought that I think they got a little bit too overconfident, thinking that only three more wickets, they have to get 200 runs. Those three wickets will come one way or the other. At some point, they were relying on Maxwell to miss a shot, but he didn't miss any shots. He was clearing the boundary quite comfortably.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Wankhede Stadium, it is the kind of ground where even a miss hit will can go for a six.
Yes, I think I love each and every sixes that Maxwell have done it. Yeah, what a innings! Since yeah, how you can play reverse sweep when you are not able to standing in a single toe. You are playing in with a single leg. You are playing a match and making a double hundred. This is one of the greatest double hundred in a ODI
Ye-
history.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think anyone has scored a double hundred while chasing a target.
Yes,
That's another
yes.
thing.
Yeah, each and every double hundred is coming in first innings, not in second innings. But yes, one of the greatest innings we have to say. I remember some innings of Virat Kohli also 183 against Pakistan that was coming in chasing 183. He deserves to be a double hundred, but it's okay. He is also the greatest chase master. When we will call about the chase master in history, we will always remember the name Glenn Maxwell also, because Maxwell have done it, and this World Cup belongs to Maxwell. Yeah, 40 ball 100. Are you making a record of fastest 100 in the World Cup history? And you are making another record double 100 in a World Cup while chasing. So Maxwell is here to create a history. Okay, Rahul, we will talk about qualification scenario, but before that, I want to ask something from you. Tell me reality. I know India is dominating, but when Hardik Pandya is out of the World Cup, what we are doing in place of Hardik Pandya, we need to change two places. Means not a single place of Hardik Pandya. We need a proper bowler and a proper batsman. That's why Surya Kumar Yadav is playing, Ashwin is benched, and Mohammad Shami has to play. So can we see say Rahul that we as a Indians are not focusing on all rounder. We are focusing on proper batsman or a proper bowler. That's why we have very few all rounders who are giving some impact. We have no replacement of Hardik Pandya so far. We need a fast bowling all rounder or all rounder also, because Ravindra Jadeja is also not looking like that what Maxwell have did today. Suppose if India is in this
I
scale,
don't think. See, Jadeja. There's no way Jadeja would have done what Glenn Maxwell did. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, he's played a couple of. He's played some crucial knocks at times, and in fact, the closest Jadeja has played to what Maxwell did was the 2019 World Cup semi-final. But unfortunately, it didn't come off in the end. He finally got out. He couldn't get India over the line. But that's the closest he has played to Glenn Maxwell's innings today. But if Jadeja had to do 200 runs with 3 wickets in hand and a tail ender on the other side, I don't think he would have done it. In fact, that even if Jadeja was starting to hit, the tail enders wouldn't have been able to hang in. Our tail enders won't be able to hang in like Pat Cummins bat 63 balls
yes,
to support an experienced batsman on the other side. No chance. Maybe our tailenders at best, what they can do is last 2 or 3 overs, they can hit a couple of boundaries. That's all they are good for. And even that we saw against Bangladesh in the Asia Cup match, if you remember,
yes,
they couldn't even chase 15 off 2 overs.
yeah,
That's how pathetic our tail ending is. Australia has tail ending batsmen who can at least, what to say, hold a bat or stay at the crease. Our tailenders look like they can't even hold a bat.
yeah. Of course, but Rahul, don't you think that India need to focus on all-rounders also if you want more ICC trophies?
Absolutely. We need see Hardik Pandya is our best pace bowling all rounder, but unfortunately he's very
Only,
injury prone. He gets injured all the time. We're never going to get see with the pace bowler, the nature of the job that to pace bowling all rounder is, they will be injury prone. We will never get somebody 100% fit, but you need, that's why you need to have a lot of them. You need to have plenty of them. You can't have just one of them in your lineup. Like for example, for England, unfortunately, this is not the right time to talk about England, but England, you
yeah,
see,
England
England,
have
if Ben Stokes
that
doesn't
much
play,
all-rounder.
see for England, if Ben Stokes doesn't play, even Sam
They,
Curran or Chris Wokes, Mark
yes,
Wood, even Mark Wood to an extent, they can, these guys can play the role of an all-rounder, and they can fill in the role of a pace bowling all-rounder for England. And then with the bat, Moeen Ali, Liam Livingstone, spin bowling all-rounders. We need to have multiple of these, but we don't have those. We have multiple spin bowling all rounders, not a problem, because we produce a lot of spinners and they become good at batting, like Ravichandran Ashwin. But without a pace bowling all rounder, it's going to be very difficult for us. We're trying to make Shardul Thakur that kind of an all rounder, but he's very bits and pieces.
yeah.
So
Okay, so Rahul, how you are feeling now? Finally, Australia is officially qualified as a third team in World Cup. Each and everyone is right off them after the two back-to-back loss against India and South Africa, and they win back-to-back six matches with their only spinner Adam Zampa and Maxwell contributing with a bat and ball. So, how you
I
see this Australia now?
so just for clarification, Kunal, I never wrote Australia off. I don't know about others, but I definitely never wrote Australia off because they will find their best somehow in a World Cup. They're not going to just go out like a Namibia kind of team or anything. They're not that level. They're not Bangladesh level. Let's put it that way. They will definitely fight back. They've got the team to do it. So I never doubted that they will come back in the tournament and really be in semi-final contention. I never had any doubts in my mind. This team may or may not go on to win the World Cup. That we have to see.
Yeah, but I am a little bit afraid when Australia qualifies for semi-finals. So they have already five trophies for men's only. Okay, uh, there is one word trending since Saturday. Since Saturday, one word is trending, that is Kudrat ka Nizam. Yeah, that is going from Pakistan ways. Yesterday we see Sri Lanka lost against Bangladesh, means that match can't be lost by Sri Lanka, and today Australia finally win it for New Zealand and Pakistan. Only two teams, New Zealand and Pakistan, is the only team remaining who can be qualified for fourth place. So can you now believe on Kudrat ka Nizam,
I'm not
means
going
it is
to.
possible?
No, no. I see. I'm not gonna believe on all these things. Okay, let Pakistan qualify for the semis first. Then I'll say all this stuff. Because see, New Zealand is on 4 wins and 4 losses. Pakistan and Afghanistan are on the same record. So all these three have a chance to make the last that fourth
But
semi-final
now
spot. So
Afghanistan has very less net run rate, minus 0.6.
uh,
So
net run
no
rate doesn't
chance
see. I'll say it doesn't matter too much in this case. First they have to focus on winning
winning.
their final game and hope that England will do them favors against Pakistan. That is the way for Afghanistan.
Sri Lanka will do favor for
Yeah, they
Pakistan.
also need favor from Sri Lanka against New Zealand. Let's not rule that out. There is chance of rain on for New Zealand versus Sri Lanka in that Bangalore match. If who knows if that gets rained out, then New Zealand will only get 1 point, and that means Afghanistan just has to win and hope for England to defeat Pakistan. That's what needs to happen for them. Mathematically, it's still a possibility, and yes, they might be playing South Africa, but South Africa is vulnerable while chasing. If uh, Afghanistan bats first and puts up a decent total, there is every chance Afghanistan can win. Afghanistan nearly pulled it off against Australia today. And imagine if South Africa was 91 for 7 in this match against Afghanistan. I don't think South Africa would have come back in the match and been able to chase this target. I don't see, as good as the South African batsmen are, I don't see anyone who will pull off a run chase under this kind of pressure. They are very good at batting first and setting totals. But when it comes to chasing a target and when they're under pressure, when they're really being tested, they can't play. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the game will goes on. So let's start the prediction for tomorrow's game. Of course, Netherlands versus England. Now this is a match for Champions Trophy place. Means who is going to be on the Champions Trophy. So
You might
England
find
definitely.
this funny if I say this, but if Netherlands wins tomorrow, they have an outside chance of making the semi-final. I don't think it'll happen, but
No,
there's
if
an
they win
outside
it, it's still. I think two matches remaining for Netherlands. They can't beat India on Diwali. I know it very well. So I think
I mean, see,
chances.
I'm not telling you about what is practical. I'm telling you a mathematical possibility
Yeah,
is
mathematically it is
there for
possible,
Netherlands.
but
but they're not going to defeat India. That's one thing. And by the time they play India, they'll probably be eliminated. One of these three teams, New Zealand, Afghanistan, or Pakistan, is bound to win before Netherlands face India. So it's very unlikely Netherlands will make it. But it still, if they win, that semi-final race can be interesting in case by some chance New Zealand, Afghanistan, and Pakistan all lose their matches, then then a very interesting scenario. But I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think tomorrow he is going to defeat England. England, I know the
I
performance
think
of England, but not easy. Not easy task.
law of
Why?
averages says
Because
that England should be able to win some match. I don't think they will go on losing forever. They'll finally
yes,
find a way to win.
yeah, of course. So tomorrow is England versus Netherlands, not Pakistan. Yeah, if Pakistan is there, then I will say that yes,
Netherlands.
England can't do it.
Sorry,
But
England is playing Pakistan on Saturday.
yeah,
Tomorrow is
before
against Netherlands.
Netherlands. Yeah. Okay, so this match will be played again in Maharashtra in Pune. Same type of condition like Wankhede, nothing for spinners. You need a good fast bowler. So if we see the man-to-man marking of fast bowlers, Netherlands have Paul van Mikren and Logan van Beek, while England have Mark Wood, David Willey, and one more fast bowler. I guess I miss. Uh, Chris Wokes, yes, three fast bowlers from England side, two spinners, Moeen Ali, Adil Rashid, and here they have Aryan Dutt. Yeah, Besdi Lide is another fast bowler. I miss it. Besdi Lide, the third fast bowler for them. And spin wise, they have they have Paul Van. Sorry, they have. I miss it here. Aryan Dutt and one more who is the spinner for them. Yeah, Shakib Julfikar is the spinner and Colin Ackerman, who is playing for number three and as well as spinner also. So, but one thing that we have seen in Netherlands, whenever Scott Edwards is not performing, team getting totally disbalanced, which is the main thing for this team. Whenever Scott Edwards step up, the team wins the game. If we talk about South Africa, against South Africa they win it. Against Bangladesh they win it. So don't you think, Rahul, that team is totally dependent on captain Scott Edwards' innings?
Yes, they are very dependent on Scott Edwards to win. But let's see what happens tomorrow because England has been very poor in this tournament, and who knows? Netherlands, we've even seen them defend 229 against Bangladesh in one match, and then they've defended. I think 240. That was a 43 over match, but they defended a target against South Africa, so they can pull up surprises in this match. We Aryan Dutt has been pretty good with the new ball as um, that too being a spinner. He's been very good. And Bastily, Logan Van Beek, these are all players who can suddenly step up in one game and do the job for Netherlands. So this team cannot be taken all that lightly.
Yeah, I think Bestie leader is performing last match against Pakistan. That was the first game of Netherlands, where we see the all-rounder Bestie leader. After that, Bestie leader is not in his prime form. Okay, so let's start with the prediction. Rahul, how much you are giving to England to win it?
It's a
Lord
good
favorite.
question. I mean, because normally, I mean, looking at the England squad before the World Cup and when we were discussing, I mean, I first of all expected this team to be a title contender again when I looked at the squad. And when I saw this particular fixture, I would have ticked this off as a very sure victory for England, confirmed 2 points. Probably I would have given Netherlands 0% chance of winning this game. But right now, with the way things have gone, I don't think you can rule Netherlands out. To me, it's going to be very 50-50. It's going to be hard to choose a winner from this game.
Yeah, you can say 50-50. Yeah, yesterday I say the same thing. Yeah. Okay, so highest run getter and highest wicket taker for you.
So that's a good question. I think the highest run getter is going to be from the England side. Probably expecting it to be one of the openers. England's openers have not come good in this match. I think they will suddenly come good tomorrow. I have a feeling there's a big knock coming from David Malan. He did do well against Australia, but I think he will uh, play well again tomorrow. Highest wicket taker, I think it's going to be a Netherlands bowler. I'm going to say something very surprising. It's going to be Roloff van der Merwe, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course, definitely. So, for my side, I am giving England in the favor of England 40% to this Netherlands team. Highest wicket taker for me, I'm going with Mark Wood because I'm really impressed with him. I I want to see Mark Wood again. He will definitely loves to bowl in this type of wicket, the wicket that Pune have. Either ball first or ball second, he will be star performer, and I want to see Josh Butler. I want to see Josh Butler firing because a World Cup
That's the
without Josh Butler firing is don't be digestible for me. Without Josh Butler firing, the England will end the World Cup. That is not great. And one more big news: Rahul finally Shakib Al Hasan end his career with a great knock, 2 wickets and 83 runs because now he has some thumb injury. So with this thumb injury, he will not be available for last match. Nazimul Hussain Shanto is a captain of the team for last game. So finally he end his World Cup career and with a great knock, which is very big thing and great controversial match also. So uneven record that he has gotten in the name of Shakib Al Hasan. So day is memorable for Shiv Shakib, the last match of the World Cup.
Yeah, well, I think he okay. You could say he finished off on a good note. If we put aside all the controversy and just see the performances, the numbers over there, the final game, you could say he finished on a good note. But if you really take into context what has happened in the match, it's a kind of an okay way to end his World Cup career. Not a really great way to end it because overall in this tournament, his team didn't perform up to expectations. So one good game, that too personally, is not going to suddenly make it great for him. Overall, his team underperformed in this tournament, much below the expectations. I have to say, they didn't perform anywhere near their expectations. If Bangladesh put in this kind of performance in 2003 or 2007 World Cup, I'll say okay, decent. They won 2 matches. They have some positives to take from the tournament. But this team has been um, in the scene for a very long time, and they've been playing a lot of cricket with the established cricketing nations. They're one among the 12 full member nations, a test playing nation they are, and they're also a cricket crazy nation. They have who produces talented players. They've been doing very well in bilateral series. They've been able to create upsets in a few World Cups, like in 2007 against India, 2011 they defeated England, 2015 also they defeated England. So this team was expected to improve on these performances going forward, but there was really no improvement. In fact, they've even gone backwards in this tournament. So it's been a very bad tournament for Shakib, except for the last match, hasn't had a good tournament as a player. And as a captain also, he's been very poor. He's not known, always been unsure of the batting order. He's been doing lots of chopping and changing with every game. And you look at this tournament playing in the subcontinent, they have performed like this. Even 2 matches in Kolkata, which is like a home, you could say home games for them. I'm sure Bangladesh, when they saw the World Cup schedule, they were looking forward to those, particularly to those 2 games in Kolkata. And I at least thought they will defeat Netherlands, if not defeat Pakistan, but they got thrashed in both those games. So overall, it's not a very satisfying way to go out for Shakib Al Hasan. One good game, is not going to change everything. And even in that good game, there was controversy, and I'm sure a lot of people are giving him the flack for it. In fact, if you look at, I think I yesterday I put a poll on the group about the dismissal of Angelo Matthews, and I think on most of my WhatsApp groups where I put this poll, most people are don't approve of Shakib Al Hasan's actions. So it's a pretty not a great way to end his career, I'll have to say.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. So now it's up to Mehdi Hassan Miraz, who is going to take over Shakib Al Hassan duty. Means now we will see the Mehdi Hassan Miraz giving such responsibility, and most probably Nazmul Hussain Shanto will be a captain. What Bangladesh would have thinking. So let's see how the things will goes on. But yes, this is one of the great World Cups, and few more great matches is coming up. So hang on and see each and every game. And I will say one of the most luckiest team in this World Cup is Pakistan. One and only Pakistan. Means after a
Yes.
sad performance, how the things will goes in your way that you can still qualify for semi-final still.
Yeah, I mean, even the win, see, they won three matches against Netherlands, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. And the one they won against New Zealand was in the form of a washout,
Rain. Yeah,
the
rain.
form of Duckworth Lewis method. To their credit, they scored at a very good pace with the bat in order to, be ahead on Duckworth Lewis, but still they conceded 400 plus, and there was
To
every
win
chance
the
of them
match.
losing it if it went 50 overs. I'm not sure if they would have sustained that kind of scoring for 50 overs. Big doubt.
Well, who knows what Maxwell have done today? Fakar Zaman could have done that day because he was in his prime form that day.
Absolutely, he could have done it, but let's see. Still, if Pakistan
But
they
I will
actually
be very
changed that in
happy
50
if they
overs, I
thrash
would say it
England.
was a great comeback. But see, winning three matches against weak teams and one in the form of Duckworth Lewis method, it kind of what to say. You don't
Kudrat
have a
ka
complete
nizam.
win over a strong team. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Kudrat ka nizam exists.
yeah, I guess so. Actually, thank you for telling me the pronunciation. I was not aware of the pronunciation of that either. But anyway, I think Pakistan will defeat England, and they will, whether they make the semis or not, depends on the other results. But I think they will defeat England and at least, keep the hope alive.
Yeah, it is up to Fakar Zaman. What Fakar Zaman will do, definitely Pakistan will be in semi-final. Yes. One and only. Okay, so thank you very much, Rahul. One of the great show today. We are talking about Maxwell. If we talk about the records of Maxwell, it will take a long chat of 1, 2, 3, 4 hours because this is a talkless. You can't. If you see the one of the great innings, yeah, finally Abhinav is coming. Oh my God. Now his question will start. Okay, Avinav, tell me if I say this is one of the greatest inning in this World Cup. Yeah, yeah, he's seeing some questions. Yes, ask. Yes, ask. Yeah, I am here. Me and Rahul is here to give you answers.
All right,
Yes,
I'm
tell
waiting for it.
me. So, before that, Avinav, you have to say that this type of all-rounder skill we don't have. In India, we don't have. Maxwell, lucky bunny. Oh, please come on. Don't say it is lucky. I will really, I am really, when I see the match, he was in the ground, in the flat in the ground while giving the knock. I was really afraid. Suppose a player can be get injured in this time. Player can be injured in the single leg if you are playing an innings. Rahul, it is not easy for whole day to you stay in the ground. 50 overs fielding and after that almost 40 overs you have batted for Australia. This is not a lucky bunny. This is not. I not agree with
Yes,
this.
you can't chase. Okay, you can't chase 292 from 91 for seven. Scoring double hundred that too, and you have a bowler on the other side. You can't
Yes,
chase this kind of. achieve that kind of a run chase by just being lucky. You have to be incredibly good to. Yeah, definitely he played a couple Dave like innings. I mean, he really, you can definitely liken it to that. I'm not sure if Glenn Maxwell had a shower before coming out to the crease to bat like couple Dave did, but he definitely played a very great innings. Afghanistan, well, I think they would have wanted more than just the tag of we fought well. I think when you have your opponent at 91 for 7 and you have 292 to defend, regardless of what team you are, you want to win that game. You don't want to be on the losing side, even if you are a Nepal or a Namibia. You don't want to be on the losing side in such a game.
Yeah, of course, we have a South Africa versus Australia semi-final. This is
That is
confirmed.
confirmed, Abhinav. We are definitely having Australia versus South Africa semi-final. The only question is whether it will be in Mumbai or whether it will be in Kolkata. That's the only question.
Yeah. Okay, so he's asking what Shakib Al Hasan, what they have done in Delhi. We are agree or not? We are disagree. This for a sportsman spirit, I think this is not good. But according to rules, it is also not good according to rules because Matthews was there before 2 minutes. Take a guard. That is the thing. Let's see. Suppose today Maxwell was not in a great form. Okay, great touch with a with his body. He was in a ground, so he was not able to stand. But physio was coming. Almost 5 to 10 minutes. Match time is wasted. But what is ethics? Sports ethics is that you have to take care of health of the person also. You have to understand the player. I think Shakib doesn't understand Matthews. Big thing for my side. Anything you want to say, Rahul?
Yes, so I think we kind of discussed this yesterday, but okay, 1 minute, I'll come to that answer. But Shakib Al Hassan was having a bad tournament as a captain and player. I think I said this yesterday. So he tried to find a. He was desperate to win the game and find a way to save his sorry World Cup campaign, and he ended up stooping to a low level. Unfortunately, Bangladesh players, they're not known for sportsmanship, and they're not known for their behavior on the field, for behaving like gentlemen. So we can't be surprised by this move. Shakib can talk all he wants about the rules, but there are even video compilations going around about how Shakib Al Hasan really respects the spirit of the game and how he respects the rules. Okay, if you think this timed out was within the spirit of the game, you can look at many other instances where Shakib Al Hasan has shouted at umpires, intimidated umpires, kicking stumps, smashing stumps, that too in domestic games. When other fellow Bangladeshi cricketers are there and people look up to him, is he behaving like a role model? I Definitely not. He may be loved maybe within Bangladeshi circles, but to me, outside Bangladesh, nobody loves him. To be frank, when not Indians, not Pakistanis, not Sri Lankans, nobody loves him outside Bangladesh.
Yeah, okay. So he's saying he's want to know the rule of timeout. So explain the rule also.
So the rule of timeout is that within a certain amount of time between one batsman getting dismissed, the next batsman has to be at his crease and ready to face the ball within a certain time limit. For Test cricket, this time limit is 3 minutes. For ODI cricket, it's 2 minutes, and for T20 cricket, it's 1.5 minutes. You have to be at your crease, you have to take guard and be ready to face the bowler. Angelo Matthews, one thing you have to admit that he was not smart in this case. He came to the crease within 1 minute and 50 seconds, but then he did not take guard yet. He tried to adjust his helmet strap instead. without taking guard, and then the helmet strap came off. So obviously he had to have a replacement. You can't play with a faulty helmet, because you never know what will happen in the next ball. Playing with a faulty helmet, so you cannot take such a risk. I feel the umpires should have made an exception. I agree, he overshot his time, but the umpires should have made an exception in this case, because it doesn't happen. How often does it happen in a game where you come to your crease, you're inside the crease, and then something happens to the equipment which you did not expect? You cannot, anticipate all these things.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Yeah, he's
I
rightly he said Shakib
I'll
is
say this.
official but in list of
I'll
controversy.
say this, Abhinav. Shakib Al Hassan and Ambassador should never go in the same, what to say, sentence. I'll even go on to say it shouldn't be in the same paragraph. It should not be in the same article also. Shakib Al Hassan and Ambassador shouldn't be in the same article. That much I will say. And yes, you're right, Abhinav. 2 minutes is very small amount of time, and I'm sure many batsmen in the history of cricket, they have taken more than 2 minutes to come take their guard and be ready to face the next ball. I'm sure a lot of cricketers have overshot the time. Where you can't enforce these kind of rules to the very nanosecond. Then all the teams will be trying to do it and try to get a batsman timed out. If everyone tries to do this, you won't have a cricket match. You'll have a circus going on.
Yeah, he's right. In Wankhede, there is 60 stairs to come out into the ground.
Coming, yeah, in Wankhede Stadium, and just walking down the 60 stairs can probably take 2 minutes. Then what you will you do?
Yeah, of course. So overall, we are not agree with them, and there's some issues from Matthew's side also, but there's a lack of sportsman spirit from Shakib Al Hassan. I think Shakib will be known for his all-rounder performance. He is a top, means rank one all-rounder of T20 and ODIs, but not a good player off the field. Any question you want to ask, Abhinav, you can ask us. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Okay. Shakib, oh come on, yeah. This is not a roast channel that I will roast a single player
Okay,
for a
no,
views.
no, no. I
Come on.
mean, okay, so you see, roasting and all we can do on our WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp groups are there. No, there we can do any roasting we want. And I think you were talking about Abhinav was talking about the handshake. In my opinion, I
Okay.
think Angelo Matthews has made it clear. One team doesn't play in the spirit of the game, then why do you have to shake hands
Yes.
with them? Sometimes you have to. These are the cases where I say exception to the rule. If one team doesn't show sportsmanship towards you, you don't have to show sportsmanship towards them either. I think it's a two-way street.
Yeah, of course. Of course, yes. Okay, what is saying? Man of the tournament prediction. This prediction will be come during semi-finals. Okay, not now.
Look,
But
you cannot determine the man of the tournament until you have seen the semi-final performance, because obviously if whoever performs in the semis, they will be the ones who are remembered ultimately. I know Glenn Maxwell has played this innings today, but based on this innings, you can't give him man of the tournament. He has to step up and play this kind of innings in a semi-final, because if he after playing this innings, suppose Maxwell gets a golden duck in the semi-final and Australia doesn't win it, you can't make him man of the tournament just because he played scored a 200 against Afghanistan in this game and sealed the semi-final spot, which was already almost confirmed for Australia.
yes, of course. Okay,
Those contexts also matter.
he's asking about Rohit Sharma captaincy. As of now, Rohit Sharma captaincy is great while batting. He's giving good starts, I have to say. But yes, one thing that India need to address, that there will be a same position like Australia. Suppose there is a position of 91 for 7, can we chase it to 92? That is the question for me again. We know that our bowlers are great. That's why a team not be able to make 100 runs. That is reality. But this is a question that we need a quality all rounders.
Yes, absolutely. Rohit Sharma is doing well as a captain. I think the last 2 months, even the month before the World Cup, leading India to the Asia Cup title, he did that very well. The only negative I might say about Rohit Sharma's captaincy before the World Cup, that is giving too much rest to the main players. I think he overdid it, but the team is doing well right now. He's managed the team very well in the World Cup, right from start to finish. Of course, everything has gone according to plan with the bowling and the batting for the most part. So we have to see what will happen in a semi-final, whether they will keep up this performance or what Rohit might do if the team is tested a little bit, and he might have to be able to think outside the box and rotate the bowling accordingly. We have to take a look at that and see what happens in the semis and final.
Yeah, okay. Here's the last question. Can South Africa mix first World Cup final? I don't think so. Australia is not an easy team now. Australia during league matches and Australia during semi-final is different. I
and
can't say.
and during bilaterals, South Africa will not have it easy, even if they are to win. And historically speaking, in World Cup knockouts, Australia and South Africa are, polar opposites. Australia knows how to win knockout matches and play well in those big games. South Africa does not know how to win big games and is known for crumbling under pressure. So they're both very strong teams on paper, but when it comes to playing under pressure, they are both polar opposites. One team plays like a true champion under in a high pressure game. The other team plays like a minnow in high pressure games.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the day will goes on. But each and every day we are seeing thrillers, controversies. That is the great 2023 World Cup for you. Hope so. It will end with India lifting the trophy. Then this year belongs to Team India.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, Rahul, for always supporting us and have a great discussion in KFCS. Maximum people are known for you. So in KFCS, if Rahul here is not available, then nothing is happening. So yes. So a few matches are remaining, guys. Subscribe KFCS and Sports Bid also from tomorrow. Sports Bid. Uh, Rhythm will be back on his channel. He will also watch it, and we will have a separate video, so just subscribe sportsbid and kfcs, and thank you very much, Rahul. See you tomorrow and hope so we will see the win from England, not again Netherlands. If Netherlands beat England, then I will say cricket is a really a funny game. Anything can happen anytime.
Is today not enough proof that cricket is a funny game?
Yes, but Mujib will not sleep this night. Mujib can't sleep, I know it very well.
It's going to be very hard for him because he's potentially cost Afghanistan a place in the semi-final,
Yes.
potentially. But let's see what happens. If England wins tomorrow, the race for the Champions Trophy also becomes very interesting. We'll have a very interesting race right in the middle and one at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, everyone.
You
Goodbye and good night. Watch the highlights of Maxwell.
absolutely.